Today marks exactly 1 week since the U.S. and Israel launched attacks on Iran. Tonight, President Trump now vowing to ramp up the attacks. More than 1,000 people have died since the conflict began. Thanks for joining us on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. I'm Morgan Wolf. President Trump indicating that he has no timeline for the war, telling reporters aboard Air Force One today, whatever it takes. Joe McCoy joining us now with the latest development. A lot to get caught up on.
Absolutely, Morgan. And tonight, Trump continues to say that the war is going very well, even saying that the U.S. did the world a favor by attacking Iran and, in his words, eliminating their ability to develop a nuclear weapon. The president signaling that attacks on Iran will intensify this weekend. You can see here a large fire after a strike in Tehran, which is Iran's capital. According to the Iranian Red Crescent Society, more than 1,300 people in Iran have been killed since last Sunday. On Air Force One tonight, Trump said U.S. ground troops could possibly be sent to Iran, but would require a very good reason. Take a listen.
Could there be? Possibly, for very good reason. Have to be very good reason. And I would say if we ever did that, they would be so decimated that they wouldn't be able to fight at the ground level.
Now tonight, it looks increasingly likely that the U.S. is responsible for a strike on a school in Iran that Iranian officials say killed more than 170 people, mostly children. This, according to a U.S. official and another person familiar with the preliminary findings of the U.S. investigation. Sources tell NBC News that the U.S. is still looking into whether the strike could have been the result of bad intelligence or poor targeting. The Pentagon says it's investigating, but tonight President Trump and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth blamed Iran for the strike.
Based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Hegseth? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
Still investigating.
But the only side that targets civilians is Iran.
We think it was done by Iran. Because they're very inaccurate, as you know, with their munitions. They have no accuracy whatsoever. It was done by Iran.
The school was once on a compound which used to be a military base, but multiple people on the ground, including a former principal, tell NBC News it hadn't been an active military base for more than a decade. Now, it is Sunday morning in the Middle East, and the strikes continue. Just in the last hour, Kuwait officials say one of their government buildings was hit, and there was a huge fire at an airport fuel depot, both caused by drone strikes. Countries across the Persian Gulf also reported airstrikes and interceptions. Morgan.
All right. Thanks, Joe.